Good afternoon and welcome to the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, the home of the London Broncos in round 10 of the BETFRED Championship. The London Broncos are currently unbeaten this season and are stampeding their way towards the top of the table. Whereas for Sheffield Eagles, with a heavy defeat last weekend against Doncaster, they'll be looking to soar back up into the playoffs. I caught up with Jason Dimitri, the head coach of the London Broncos, to get his take on the game ahead. Jason, the team have had a week off after the win against Batley 2 weeks ago. What's the mood been in the camp after the team have had a bit of time off?
It's been good. They've come back quite refreshed, actually. I said it before, we're probably due a little break, and training through the week's been really intense. It's been good having Regan and Dean back, who'll play today, and then Alex and Rob back full training, and that'll be available for next week as well. So the numbers are growing, which has added to the intensity of training. I
know that you weren't particularly happy with the performance against Batley last week. Have you been looking at the defensive errors that the team made in the week, and how are you looking to improve those during training?
Yeah, I just think we've got to be a bit more ruthless with the way we start games. I feel like we're happy to leak a try early in the game. It's been quite evident early in the season, so I want us to make sure that we're starting the games with the purpose that we need, and also getting back to the style of footy we want to play. We want to put teams in tough positions and break them down physically, and then we'll get the points at the back end of the game. But lately we've been trying to play too expansive and too fancy too early without earning the right, so hopefully we can get back to that today.
You said that Rob and Alex are back in training and should be available. How's their recovery been from injury?
Yeah, it's been good. Rehab guys have done an amazing job with them. They're back. They could play today, but we're in no rush to get these guys back. They've been out for 6 to 8 weeks, so give them another full week of training and give them some confidence and get them back in the side next week. We're looking forward to it. And that only leave us Finley and Jerry, I think, the only two of the top side that aren't available.
Welcome to a bright and blustery evening here in South London at Cherry Red Record Stadium, as London Broncos, currently unbeaten in the BETFRED Championship, look to extend their record further in the table. 14 points from a currently available 14 points, whereas Sheffield Eagles currently down in 8th place. They did take a bit of a beating to Doncaster on Good Friday. Craig Lingard, their manager, will be expecting an immediate response from his Eagles outfit. Looking ahead at the two sides in regard to their teams, as the Sheffield Eagles players make their way underneath me into the dugouts. It's 3 changes from Broncos, 14 points to 12, winning against Batley 2 weeks ago, with Elfo Kapanias coming out with Sam Davis and Jack Croft, with Dean Hawkins back in the side, as is Regan Campbell-Gillard starting, and Will Lovell for his 202nd appearance in Broncos colours. He's drawn level with Big Steel Reckless as London's all-time leader in appearances. So here's how we shape up for the Broncos this evening. Maria at fullback. At right wing is Liam Tyndall, with Brandon Webster-Mansfield and Elliot Wallace in centre, with Neil Chibambe at left wing. Gyro Voro at standoff, with Dean Hawkins coming in at scrum half. Regan Campbell-Gillard at prop, with Emali Bittengame, and Jimmy Meadows moves down to hooker for this evening's clash. Luke Smith and Will Lovell at second row, with Sevilla Havili as the loose forward. Looking at the Sheffield Eagles side, who have also made 3 changes from their defeat against Doncaster on Good Friday, losing 46 points to 0. Whereas Jordan Lilly dropping out of the side, Corey Johnson is the 18th man, and Will Oakes not in the side. They bring in Lenny Ellis, the former Broncos standoff, Harry Bowes and Alex Foster. So here is how the away side line up this evening, with Joe Brown at fullback, Ryan Miller at right wing, with Kieran Gill and Josh Hodson as centre, Billy Wakely at left wing, with Lenny Ellis at standoff and Kai Morgan at scrum half, Macy Matongo at prop, with Martin Riley. Harry Bowes is the hooker, and the second rowers are Alex Foster and Jack Bussey, with George Griffin as loose forward. Interchange benches for both sides. Conor O'Byrne, Ben Hersey Horde, Ethel Kapanias, Marcus Stock are the interchanges for London, and Rob Mathias is available as an 18th man if Broncos need a extra substitute, with Reece Butterworth, Blake Broadbrent, Lewis Peachy, Jimmy Beckett, who could be potentially making his debut after signing from Castleford Tigers on a month-long loan, and Corey Johnson is the 18th man for Sheffield Eagles. And of course, it is London who are looking to continue their unbeaten run so far. Currently sitting at the top of the BETFRED Championship table. The last time these sides met was at the end of last season up in Sheffield, with London coming away as 48 points to 6 winners in the last clash. But it hasn't been all success for London against Sheffield. The last win also came last season, back in May, so nearly a year ago, when Sheffield came down to the Rock in Roehampton, beating the Broncos by 22 points to 20. Of course, both sides have a strong history in Rugby League. Of course, in the Challenge Cup, both sides got into the Challenge Cup finals in successive years. Sheffield in 1998 and London in 1999. One of those players playing in the Challenge Cup final was Still Retchless. He made 202 appearances between 1998 and 2004. Will Lovell will be making history for London, as when the whistle blows, it'll be his 202nd appearance, going level with Still Retchless. Will Lovell being at the club over 2 spells between 2012 and 2014 and 2018 to the current date. Of course, Jack Bussey will also be making a career milestone. It'll be his 250th appearance in his career this afternoon, making 27 of those for the Sheffield Eagles. He made 158 for the Featherstone Rovers. He also made 28 of those for the London Broncos 10 years ago, and over 2 seasons made 36 appearances for the Toronto Wolfpack. Kickoff is imminent. Both Buck and Dusty in position, ready to welcome the players, enjoying AC/DC's Highway to Hell. Well, Buck seems to be enjoying it more than Dusty does. Oh wait, no, Dusty is getting in the groove a little bit, as we are just waiting for the 2 sets of players to make their way out on to the field. Of course, London tied on points with Doncaster, who put 46 points on Sheffield last time around. Sheffield will be hoping that doesn't happen again. Although London, although beating Batley, weren't at their best. And as Jason Dimitri said earlier, he'll be looking at making sure that London don't make any defensive errors this time around. The crowd basking in the South London sun. First home game in the sunshine, with the clocks going forward. My position in the gantry, not so bright and probably not so warm either. It's a little bit cold up where I'm stood at the moment. I'm on the halfway line, underneath where the players should be coming out very, very shortly. Of course, if you're joining us on the YouTube stream, thank you for joining us on your Saturday evening. Let us know where you're watching from, either from London, elsewhere in England, or maybe you've stayed up further afield in Australia, New Zealand, or maybe you're on the other side of the Pacific in America. Let us know where you're watching in the comment section on the YouTube stream. And of course, if you're in Papua New Guinea, thank you for staying up, and you're listening and watching to London Broncos versus Sheffield Eagles on NBC PNG, as Sheffield Eagles make their way out onto the field of play. And here come the London Broncos. It'll be Sheffield Eagles playing from left to right towards the Paul Strank stand, in red shirts with white sleeves, red shorts with white trim down the side, and red socks with white cuffs. And the Broncos are in all navy blue shirts, shorts and socks as well. And we're about to get underway, starting with Joe Brown's fluorescent orange boot.
Yep, I'm not there yet. No, I am. Alright, Jack. You knocked me over before I know you over, mate.
Referee's happy. And away we go. It's a deep kick towards the Broncos touchline, 5 metres out, collected and Regan Campbell-Gillard can race his way up, makes about 15 yards before he's brought down in front of the 20. London from right to left as my position on the halfway line. And the second tackle, Bissingame brought down, trying to shift their way down the left this time, London, up to the 40. Wrapped up by 2 of them. One of them, George Griffin. Ball into the middle, moved by Meadows. Havili charges his way to the halfway line. He's wrapped up by 4. Sheffield not getting away from the tackle, but London moving forward with Campbell-Gillard with an offload pass, and Murray over the 20. Ball inside. It's going to go over the line. Yes, it is. Dean Hawkins with less than a minute on the board. Murray moving the ball inside, and Hawkins had to juggle the ball up into the air. And 50 seconds on the clock. London have got a 4-point lead with the kick to come in front of the sticks. Nice offload pass by Campbell-Gillard. Hawkins juggling the ball in the air from the pass from Murray. And Hawkins gets his first try on return to the starting squad for London. And it's already London 4, Sheffield Eagles 0. And Jimmy Meadows to add the extras. Takes a couple of steps to his left-hand side. He is slap bang in front of the post, 10 metres out. And Meadows adds the extras. So London with an early try on the board. Makes it Broncos 6, Eagles 0. 2 minutes on the board. Brown to restart. Ball on the tee. Referee's happy, and it's a kick into the Broncos' right-hand corner into the sunshine, collected by Webster Mansfield, and Chabambe can push forwards, wrapped up 50 metres outside of the Broncos' try line. Move forward inside. Sheffield not getting away from the clear the ball quickly enough. And Broncos will get a penalty 15 metres inside their own half, and they're going to kick it. Hawkins puts it forward another 15 metres. London will restart on the 30. Looking to push forward, bouncing off 3 defenders off in the 40. Referee calling held. Meadows moves the ball into the middle. Campbell-Gillard looks to burst his way through again. Wrapped up by 3. Just the foul brought down before slipping out of the tackle. Havili over the halfway line. Wrapped up by 3 more again before he's bundled to the ground. Meadows from the play of the ball. Shifts the ball out to the right-hand side. Bissingame looks to push forward. Wrapped up by 3. London 30 metres out. Meadows driving forward up to the 20. Looks to offload it to Hawkins and does do so. Hawkins is brought down outside the 10. This is London's last tackle. Ball out to the right-hand side. Murray looks to go over himself. And Murray gets the ball down. Referee happy to give the try. And 4 minutes on the board. London are into double digits. It's London 10, Sheffield Eagles 0. It's Murray.
And it's Griffin in the early part of the set on the restart, and then BC
gets his first try of the evening. Just looking back on it now. It's a nice ball from Meadows across to Murray. Just drifts through a hole down the right-hand side. To a rather porous Sheffield Eagles defence. And Meadows to add the extras in the sunshine. 15 metres out to the right of centre. He's got the sun in his eyes. And Meadows
Yes!
adds the extras. Did
Extra
throw the
point for that.
linesman before it went over, or as it went over, I should say, but Meadows does add the extra 2, making it London 12, Sheffield Eagles 0.
Southside!
In position.
Brown to restart. It's into the Broncos' right-hand corner, collected by Webster Mansfield on the touchline. London look to push forward again. Chibambe wrapped up 15 metres away from the Broncos' try line. Ball shifted into the middle. Again, just shy of the 20-metre line, wrapped up by 2 Sheffield forwards. Havili pushing forward. Makes about 10 metres before he's brought down. Meadows picks it up. Look to shift to his left. Dummy pass. Gets up to the 40 before he's tackled. Havili from the play of the ball. Shifts it inside to Campbell-Gillard. This is the last for London. 5 metres inside their own half. Hawkins to the kick. It's a diagonal one to the right-hand side. Collected on the 20. Wrapped up by Walkley before he's tackled as he caught the ball. Sheffield get their first attack of the evening. And 20 metres out, wrapped up by 3 Broncos defenders and bundled up over the 20-metre line in the wrong direction for Sheffield as they try and shift the ball down this near side. Can't get past the London defence and push them back even further towards the 10. And Sheffield trying to find a hole. Wrapped up is their centre, Kieran Gill, 25 metres out. London's defence a lot more intensive, but maybe a bit too intensive, as London don't get away from the play of the ball quick enough and give away a penalty to Sheffield. It's a deep attempt. It goes out just to my right-hand side. Sheffield get the ball with Gill up to the 40. Wrapped up just shy of the 30 on this right-hand side. Bowes from the play of the ball, shifts it to the left-hand side. Morgan shifts it. And Matungo brought down on the 30-metre line. Sheffield with the ball for the first time in the Broncos' half. Looking to push forward. It's a big hit on Riley. He's wrapped up just shy of the 20-metre line. Ball shifted inside. Sheffield trying to play down the middle, just about escaping through the tackle, but wrapped up there was Griffin, charging forward. Sheffield looking to get their way towards the line, brought down where was Bowes. This is Sheffield's last on the try line, looking to get their way across. They're over, and the referee rules it out. And there'll be a handover for London on the 10-metre line. Meadows shifted inside. Big hit on Webster Mansfield. Ball into the middle. Chibambe trying to drive his way forward. He's up, wrapped up on the 20-metre line. Ball shifted inside. As Wallace drives his way up to the 30, taking the defence with him. Looks to beat the tackle before Griffin wraps him up. He makes his way up 15 metres, just shy of the halfway line. Good work by Wallace. Voro looked to dummy his way through. Wrapped up shy of the Eagles 40. Meadows shifts it inside. Campbell-Gillard loses the ball and drops it. Referee gives it back to 0. And then with Meadows pouncing on the ball, Sheffield will get a scrum. And the 35 metres out from their own try line.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Shot clock off.
Sheffield moving the ball in from the scrum to the left-hand side. Trying to drive their way up the middle. Wrapped up was Hodgson. They shift it inside. As Riley bounces off a Broncos defender before he's wrapped up 45 metres away from the Broncos try line. Looking to push their way forward here, the Eagles. Wrapped up by 2 there was Bussey, the former Broncos second rower. they shift the ball with Griffin out to the left-hand side, trying to find a gap down the left wing here, Sheffield. Up to the 30, wrapped up by 3. That ball came out, and the referee calls a knock-on. And London will get a scrum 35 metres away from their own try line, with Sheffield trying to move the ball forward down the left-hand side. And an offload attempt was knocked on by a Sheffield man on that left-hand side. And Broncos will restart. Ball into the head and feed. Chabambe looking to drift down to this left wing, wrapped up on the 40. Meadows from the play of the ball, shifts it inside. Campbell-Gillard trying to bounce his way off a defender, wrapped up by 3, shy of the halfway line. Meadows flicks it inside to Havili, to Bittengate, up over halfway, 45 metres away from the Eagles' try line, and bumped down to the 40. Havili shifts it to Hawkins to his left-hand side. Broncos 35 metres away. Hawkins and Bussey coming together. It's back to 0. Bussey not getting away from the ball quick enough. Havili pushes forward, finds Campbell-Gillard on the offload. London 25 metres away. Slap bang in the middle of centre. Voro. Wallace driving through the line up to the 10, wrapped up by 3. Chabambe from the play of the ball, feeds it inside to Voro. Nice little pass off to Bittengate, tries to push his way, wrapped up 8 metres away from the try line. Hawkins from the play of the ball shifts it inside, finds Havili, can't find his way through the Eagles defence, wrapped up 5 metres away. Meadows to the left-hand side to Voro. London try and push their way through with Lovell. He's wrapped up 5 away again. Meadows on the 10-metre line. Shifts it to the right-hand side to Hawkins. Chip up over the top into the right-hand corner. It's too long for Tyndall. And it will be a turnover for Sheffield. And Sheffield will get it back on the 10. And the Eagles will restart. They try and work the ball down the left-hand side this time, wrapped up by Havili. Still trying to find a hole down the left, looking to find their way through, wrapped up again by 2 Broncos defenders. Webster Mansfield, one of them, as they try and work their way inside this time, working their way up to the 30, wrapped up by Bittengate and Meadows. And Gillard as well, as they're making slow progress. Sheffield up to the 40. Wrapped up is Riley. So they try and find their way down to the left-hand side. Riley receives the ball from George. Shy of the halfway line. Sheffield's last tackle coming up. There's a kick from Brown. It's a deep one towards Broncos' right-hand corner. It'll be a turnover on the London 10-metre line. 40-20 attempt made, but unsuccessful. London underway. Moving forward is Tyndall. He's wrapped up 15 metres away from the Broncos try line. So look to find a way down the right-hand side. Webster Mansfield bursts up the field, making 10 metres, driving his way up to the 30. Wrapped up by 3 Sheffield defenders, brought down. Meadows flicks it inside from the play of the ball. They try and find their way through. Nice hole found there by Smith, but he's wrapped up to show the halfway line. Meadows again finds Campbell-Gillard. Tries to force his way through the Sheffield defence. Gets up to the 40 before he's wrapped up. Meadows again flicks it to Havili to his left-hand side. He makes another 10 metres before he's wrapped up by 4 Sheffield defenders. And the ball's come out, and the referee's going to call a knock-on. Although maybe he's changed his mind. I heard knock-on from the ref's call. Referee's indicated it's a steal instead. And London will get a fresh set of 6, 30 metres out. Bittengate up to the 20, wrapped up by 3 defenders. Meadow in the sun, Flicks it to the right-hand side to Campbell-Gillard. Looks to burst his way through. Takes 3 to bring him down, but London are in the 10. Meadows to Havili. Flicks it to the left-hand side to Hawkins. Lovell looks to shift his way across over to the right-hand side. Pushing forward, wrapped up by 2. Lays it off to Meadows. Flicks it out to the right-hand side. London going in the corner again with Tyndall! And Liam Tyndall goes over and gets his first try of the afternoon. London finding a bit more luck down the right-hand side. Smooth hands from Morea. To find Liam Tyndall, who had to cut back inside to beat his defender. With Ellis coming across to cover him. And he was able to duck to his left-hand side and get over the try line. And that's Liam Tyndall's first try of the afternoon. 16 on the clock. London 16. Sheffield 0 with the kick to come. Jimmy Meadows from 21 metres out. In direct sunlight. Over on the right-hand side. In front of the Broncos fans and a small smattering of Eagles fans that have travelled down from Sheffield. Meadows steps up and misses the attempt. So London still with a 16-point lead. It's London 16, Sheffield 0. And the Eagles will get another chance to restart with Joe Brown.
Position.
The referee looks ready to go. So we approach the halfway point of the first half, and the ball has fallen off the tee. So we're not ready just yet. The referee was happy, the tee wasn't. And now we get underway. It's a deep kick to Broncos' left-hand side. Collected by Webster Mansfield. Lays it off to Bittengane, who tries to push his way up to the 20-metre line before he's dumped down to the ground. Ball into the middle. Looking to push forward. London trying to burst their way through. Wrapped up by 3 on the 25-metre point. Smith that's wrapped up. Campbell-Gillard tries to burst his way through. Wrapped up shy of the 40. There's London trying to shift it down the left-hand side this time. Lovell pushing his way forward, wrapped up on the halfway line. 2 tackles left for London. Ball shifted inside to Havili. Makes it up to the 40 before he's wrapped up by 3 Eagles defenders. And this is the last for London. Ball into Hawkins in the middle. It's a deep kick down the Sheffield left-hand side, but it's collected by their left winger, Walkley, and he's wrapped up just shy of their own try line. And now they look to push forward down the middle. Deep inside their own half here, Sheffield, wrapped up on the 10-metre line. So look to flick it down to this left-hand side, curving into the middle. Wrapped up by 2 more. Wrapped up, and we'll play the ball from just outside of the 20. So try and come down the middle, this time with Griffin. He makes it over the 20, but runs into a brick wall, wrapped up just inside of it. As they shift the ball into the middle again. Trying to find a hole going to the left. Nice little offload pass. With Brown looking to shimmy his way through, but he's wrapped up by Havili. Ball back into the middle. This is an early kick for Sheffield. It's collected by Morea. He can drive forward up towards the halfway line. Trying to jink his way through, and he's wrapped up just shy of it. London out of position. Still driving forward. Chabambe up over the halfway line, wrapped up by 3 Eagles defenders. Voro from the play of the ball, flicks it to his right to Havili. Villy goes down on the 40. Wrapped up by 2, with his legs kind of giving way underneath him, but he's okay to continue. Ball into the middle to Campbell-Gillard. Finds Hawkins on the right, trying to drive out to the right-hand side. That ball's come loose, has it? No, it hasn't. Meadows picks it up from the play of the ball. Finds Campbell-Gillard. Flicks it out to the left of Voro. Dummy run. Looks to shift his way through the hole. Lays it off to Chibambe. Looks to go over in the left corner. Doesn't beat the tackle. He's wrapped up on the try line. This is the last for London. In the left-hand corner, Voro flicks it inside to Hawkins. Looks to cut his way down the left again. Dunning passing a little kick through, and it's wrapped up on the try line, and Sheffield will reset just in front of their own sticks on this right-hand side to try and make their way up to the 10. Wrapped up by 2 Broncos defenders. Ball into the middle. Wrapped up again, this time Brown. Wrapped up by 3 Broncos defenders. Ball into the middle to try and move their way forward as Riley offloads the ball. They're still trying to push their way forward, this time with Morgan. Morgan's wrapped up 50 metres away from his own try line. So flip the ball into the middle as Matongo looks to drive his way forwards. He's held by 3 Broncos defenders. Referee calling hell. Ball shifted out to Morgan. It's an early kick from him again. Straight down the throat of Morea. He drives forward up to the 40. Twists out to the right-hand side, looking to find a hole. Bursts his way through, but is brought down on the halfway line. Ellis gets on him before he could break his way through the defence. Tyndall driving forward. Jukes past 1. Tries to break his way over the 40. Does do so. Up to the 30. Wrapped up by 3. Broncos in. Getting the ball in a good area. Driving forward now up to the 20. This time it's Luke Smith. Wrapped up 20 metres away. Just to the right-hand side. Meadows looks to shift it to the left. Havili to Bittengate. Quick hands to Hawkins. Finds Lovell. Looking to push through the hole, but he's wrapped up 15 metres away from the try line. Meadows. Bittengate. Nice pass out to the right-hand side. Hawkins with the looping pass over the top. Looking for Tyndall, but Tyndall can't hold it. And it's collected by Walkley. And Sheffield will restart on their own 10 and will play forward. They drag back towards their own 10, wrapped up by 2. So try and shift their way up to this left-hand side again with Walkley. Up to the 20, wrapped up by 2 Broncos defenders. We're over the halfway point of the first half. Ball shifted inside as Riley looks to try and burst his way forward. Wrapped up 25 metres away from the halfway line. So shift the ball into the middle with Riley. 35 metres away from their own try line. Looking to find a hole and burst their way forward. Meadows comes back to bring down Bowes. This is the last for Sheffield. Deep kick. It's collected by Chibambe in the 10-metre mark. He moves it up 10 metres up to the 20 before he takes a hit. Brown with the deep kick into Broncos territory. As Wallace tries to drive forward, runs into 3 players in red. Wrapped up 30 metres away from their own try line. Webster Mansfield looks to find a hole, looks to drive his way through, takes a chip, still bursting his way through, looks to drift out to the left-hand side, makes it up to the 40-metre mark. And it's wrapped up 35 metres away here, Brendan Webster Mansfield. Voro inside to O'Byrne. Lays it off for Campbell-Gillard, tries to muscle his way through up to the 20, wrapped up shy of it. Meadows flicks the ball inside to O'Byrne, shifting forward out to the right-hand side, past to Hawkins. Hawkins is tackled and the ball comes loose, but it's picked up by Webster Mansfield. And London still have it with Kafanias. Looks to break his way through up past the 20. This is London's last tackle. Meadows flicks it out to the right-hand side to Hawkins. It's a dink kick into the right-hand corner. Tyndall is there to claim it. Tyndall does claim it, but he's tackled. And the Eagles are going to turn over right in their left-hand corner. And they'll restart deep inside their own half. And try and play their way out of their own half. Moving forward. Morgan, he makes it up 10 metres. Sheffield move the ball inside. Up on the 20-metre line. So move the ball into this more central position. Morgan lays it off, trying to burst their way through this Broncos defence, and up to the 30 is Broadbent. So flicking into the middle from the play of the ball. Bouncing off one, up to the 40. This is the last tackle for the Eagles. Shifted inside, it's going to be a kick from the 40-metre line. It's not going towards the corner, it's collected by Murray under no real pressure from the Sheffield defence, and he can't wiggle his way through as he's brought down. London looking to move their way forward with Wallace in the central position, up to the 40. It's a bit of a brick wall, and he's stopped 40 metres away from their own try line. Ball into the more of a central position as Tyndall's brought down just shy of the halfway line. Meadows flicks it inside to O'Byrne. Bittengain up over the halfway line, wrapped up by 3 Sheffield Eagles attackers as London look to shift down the right hand side. Smith looking to break inside, he's wrapped up on the 10. And this is London's last. Meadows, Hawkins, Campbell Gillard looking to burst his way over the line, but he's going to get wrapped up. And that's going to be another turnover for Sheffield Eagles. 5 metres away from their own try line. So look to move forward and make 5 metres up to the 10. So trying to find a way down this left-hand side. Gill wrapped up. Ball into the middle, looking to find a hole up to the 20. Wrapped up again, Voro and Lovell at the front of the tackle, and an offloaded ball, trying to bring it up to this right-hand side, is knocked on, and London will get possession. As Jimmy Beckett is on the field, the only player on the field without a number. And London will get a scrum, 25 metres away from the Sheffield try line with less than 15 to go. Murray to put the ball into the head and feed. Referee not happy with the way the scrum's being set though.
Yeah, but it's going to go through the legs, it's running behind it. Keep the legs. Heads in.
Now the ref is happy with the scrum. Ball out to Wallace to the left-hand side. Flicks out to Chabambe down the left wing. He looks to get over the line. Out to the 10. He's brought down 5 metres away. It's a big tackle on Neil Chabambe, and he looks worse for wear for it. Meadows flicks it inside. Murray looks to find its way through the Sheffield line. Wrapped up 5 away. Chabambe not looking healthy. O'Byrne flicks the ball to his right-hand side. London a few metres away. Meadows out to the right-hand side again. Hawkins lays it off to the right-hand side. London pushed back a little bit further. This is the 4th. Hawkins again. Flicks out to the left-hand side. Finds O'Byrne. Dummy from O'Byrne. Looks to push his way through. It's wrapped up, and this is the last for the Broncos. Flicked out to left-hand side to Hawkins. Out to Murray. Offloads the ball behind him. Back to Hawkins. O'Byrne 15 metres away. Shifts out to the right-hand side. Finds Smith. Finds Kapanias, who drops the ball. But they still have it with Hawkins, who kicks it through, and Sheffield will reclaim, and it was a bit messy from London. And Sheffield can get it away, and are wrapped up 5 metres away from their own try line. So look to push forward, up past the 10. Wrapped up by Meadows is Lenny Ellis. Ball fed into the middle. Sheffield make it up just shy of the 20-metre line. And the 3rd tackle, trying to find their way down the left. Wrapped up again shy of the 30. So try and find their way down the left again. 45 metres away from their own try line. This is the last for Sheffield, looking to find their way down the left. Little grubber kick through, bounces off a Broncos defender, just wrapped up by Meadows. The little kick coming from Butterworth. And Meadows wins the ball, and Broncos get the turnover on their own 40. Wrapped up on the 40. It's the first tackle for London. Into the middle to Morea. Finding Voro, looking to find a hole. Does find a hole down the left-hand side. Does Skyro Voro, trying to break through for pace. Shakes off the defender of Morgan before he's wrapped up by 2. 30 metres away from the try line. Lovell from the play of the ball, finds Meadows to his right, finds O'Byrne, who looks to shift the ball down the middle, wrapped up by 3 to approach the last 10 minutes of the half. Meadows driving forward is Hawkins, can't find a player, but London can shift forward and are wrapped up just shy of the try line, 10 metres out. Meadows flicks it inside, Kapanias goes over, and the referee's going to award this one. Appeal Kapanias getting his first try of the afternoon. And that puts London a little bit further ahead and makes it London 20, Sheffield 0. And that's now 66 points without reply in 2 games for the Eagles, as Appeal Kapanias bursts his way over, breaking through the defence of Broadbent, breaking through 2 defenders. Jimmy Beckett on loan from Castleford, trying to grab him down low, but isn't able to get enough on him. And it's going to be Jimmy Meadows to add the extras from 12 metres away, in front of the sticks, not quite in the middle, just right of centre. You don't tend to miss these that often.
Is that clock about right, mate?
Yeah, that's right, mate.
Thank you.
Meadows takes a couple of steps back and takes a few steps forwards, and adds the extras. That makes it London 22, Sheffield Eagles 0. As we are just over 8 minutes away from the half-time hooter. Kai Morgan about to get the game back underway. Fluorescent orange boots. It's a high one, up to the 10-metre line, brought down by Webster Mansfield. A big hit on Kapanias, just shy of the 20. As London look to find their way down the middle, wrapped up by 3. Meadows, as they try and shift their way up over the 30, wrapped up again by 3. As they find their way into the middle, O'Byrne drives his way up over the 40 before he's pulled back. And London gets 6 again. Not getting away from the play of the ball quick enough, as Marcus Stock tries to push his way up through to the 40, wrapped up 45 metres away. Meadows finds Vorro, finds Stock to his left, looks to push his way through, takes 3 to bring him down on the 30. Meadows picks it up from the play of the ball, finding Vorro in the middle. Nice little pop pass, finds Stock, wrapped up on the 20-metre line. With Meadows from the play of the ball, flicks it out to the right-hand side, finding O'Byrne to Hawkins. London trying to find a way down the right-hand side, wrapped up 10 metres away. Back into the middle to Hawkins, finding O'Byrne. Stock looking to push his way through. This is the last for London, 5 metres out. Meadows finding Hawkins, looping past the left, finds Chapambe on the bounce. He tries to grab it through, collected by Wallace from the deflection. 6 again for London. Wallace pushing forward up to the 10 into the middle. Wallace trying to go on his own. Brought down inside the 10. 8 metres away. Meadows driving to the right-hand side. Meadows to go over on his own, but he's wrapped up by 3 defenders just shy of the line. O'Byrne from the play of the ball looking to push forward. Connor O'Byrne just shy of the line. Meadows again, and O'Byrne not playing the ball. Didn't have control of the play of the ball either. And London give up good possession, and Sheffield will get a scrum on their own 10-metre line. They're not going to scrum it down either. They're going to go for the play of the ball on the 10. And they'll drive forward with Mutongo pulled back towards his own try line. It's 10 metres away. Ball into the middle, London all offside. Sheffield are dumped down to the ground. Morgan. London all offside again. Sheffield get another penalty. It's Kai Morgan to put this one not quite out. London get it back as the ball hadn't gone out in play, and Chabambe can pick it up. He drives his way to the halfway line. 45 metres away, London. Voro inside, looking to push forward his Stock. I think it's a couple of metres before he's brought down. Jimmy Beckett getting in the thick of it, not getting away quick enough. 6 again for London. Capanias looking to push his way through, brought down by 3, 35 metres away.
Last 5 minutes then, so.
Into the middle to O'Byrne, driving forward, no look past the Voro, shifts through 1, bounces off 2, eventually brought down 20 metres away. This is the second for London. O'Byrne finding Capanias again, looking to offload, but is wrapped up 10 metres away. Meadows pushing forward, Meadows going on his own! He's wrapped up just shy of the try line. O'Byrne from the play of the ball, flicks it out 10 metres, finding Hawkins. Hawkins just about keeps hold of it before he grubbers it through, and the ball gets put out for a kick from between the sticks as Sheffield under a lot of pressure. Joe Brown swinging a leg at it just to put the ball out of play behind the sticks. And London will get a fresh set.
It's about right, that 4 minutes. Go! Go! Picture, 4 minutes.
Sheffield get it back underway with the play the ball. It's hooked up into the air and caught the wind. Collected by Morea 30 yards out. Looking to push forward, no real help, but Morea trying to burst his way through, breaks through the defence, but is wrapped up 15 metres away. Shifted out to Hawkins on the right hand side. Little pop pass looking to drive their way through London, bouncing off the defender 5 metres away. Meadows flicks the ball inside, finding O'Byrne, who looks to drive his way through, brought down by 3. That comes loose, and Sheffield pick up the ball, and Kai Morgan pounces on it, and it's another opportunity gone begging for London. And Sheffield have it 15 metres outside of their own try line. Ball shifted inside. Matongo looking to push his way through, bounces off the defender, wrapped up on the 20. They try and play their way through the middle. Nice offload pass, looking to break their way through, wrapped up again, just shy of the 40. This time it's Ellis looking to score against his former club. Sheffield try to find their way through, bouncing off 1 or 2. Butterworth eventually wrapped up. So they shift the ball out to the left-hand side. It's an early kick from Morgan. It's a high one by about 30 metres. 2 Broncos players go for it in Tyndall and Webster Mansfield, and the referee's taken a tumble as well. And London reclaim the ball. And London are wrapped up just shy of the 40-metre line. And being Liam Tyndall as they move forward with Wallace. He's wrapped up just shy of the halfway line. Ball shifted out to left-hand side. Chapambe looking to burst his way through. Wrapped up on the 40. Meadows from the play of the ball. Shifts it inside. Stock lays it off to O'Byrne, finding Hawkins. Quick pass from Morea. Finds Webster Mansfield and Tyndall, who's going to burst his way over in the corner, but he's brought down just shy of the line. 5 metres away. Looking to go on his own, Webster Mansfield. Touches the ball down on the right-hand corner, dummying his way through, and puts another 4 points on the board for London. And that makes it 26-0 to the Broncos.
I'd put a bet on the horses for one leg today.
Yeah. Hopefully don't have to shoot me outside.
And you would have thought that with Webster Mansfield just looking to his left to pass the ball into the middle, and he dummies the ball and squeezes his way into the right-hand corner. A player that has really grown into his own, especially towards the end of last season and this season as well.
Thank you, mate.
And with a minute left on the clock, Meadows to add the extra 2 to give London a 28-point lead before the break.
to give you a 4 for the landing. No roll. No roll.
Meadows just making sure that the wind doesn't blow the ball off the tees. He takes a couple of steps back and then to his left. His usual kicking routine as the Broncos fans make their way and start making their way to the concourse. Meadows takes a few steps forwards and that kick is good. It was just about looking like it was going to dip in front of the sticks and it dips just behind them. And it's as the half-time hooter goes, Jimmy Meadows adds the extras. And it's London Broncos 28, Sheffield Eagles 0. Both sets of players not quite sure as to if they're going to come off or not. Looks like they will now. London have been pretty controlling so far in this first half. With 5 tries during the first half from Morea, Tyndall, Mansfield, Webster, Mansfield, Hawkins and Epile Katinias as well. It's half-time here at the Cherry Reds Records Stadium as the spectators make their way to the concourse. I implore that you go and get some refreshment yourself. We'll be back here in about 15 minutes time for the second half here at the Cherry Reds Records Stadium in round 10 of the BETFRED Championship, where it is currently London Broncos 28, Sheffield Eagles 0 at half-time.
James.
Welcome back for the second half here at the Cherry Reds Records Stadium, as both sets of players make their way out onto the field for the next 40 minutes of action. In case you missed us in the first half, it is currently London 28, Sheffield 0. Tries from Maria, Liam Tyndall, Brandon Webster-Mansfield, Dean Hawkins and Appeal Kapanias separate these two sides at half-time. Brandon Webster-Mansfield to get the game underway in the second half. And it's London playing from left to right in all navy blue. Sheffield to pick up the ball, playing from right to left in red with white sleeves, red shorts, white trim and red socks with white cuffs. As they make their way up to the 20-metre line, nice little offload pass. Driving forward is their number 2, Joe Brown. Wrapped up shy of the 40, right of centre. Ball into the middle, and it's dropped there by Jimmy Beckett. That pass coming in a bit too low for his liking. And London will get a head and feed 30 metres away from the Eagles try line. And a potential early try. They scored within 50 seconds in the first half. We've already had 50 seconds of the second. Head and feed goes in. Meadows finding Hawkins. Out to Webster-Mansfield on the right-hand side. Wrapped up 25 metres away. Right of centre. Play the ball to Hawkins. Kapanias wrapped up on the 20. One of the many TNG contingent in this Broncos side. Ball into the middle to O'Byrne. Flicks it off. And London are wrapped up inside the 10. Marcus Stock brought down 5 metres away. Meadows, O'Byrne looking to find his way through. Wrapped up by Beckett and company. London only a few metres away. Meadows flicks to the left to Stock, who looks to burst his way over. And he's just short. This is London's last. London looking to find a hole down the left. And they look to go over with Wallace, and Maria puts the ball up into the air and pounces on it down to get his second try of the afternoon. It may have not been 50 seconds, but 2 minutes into the second half, London extend their lead even further. It's London on the edge of the try line. Wallace flicks the ball out to Maria, who palms the ball up into the air before pouncing on it and claiming his second try of the afternoon. And it's London 32, Sheffield 0. And it might be a long drive back up to South Yorkshire for the Eagles if things continue the way that they're going. Meadows to take the kick, 22 metres out to the left-hand side in front of the Broncos fans. No sun to contend with on that far side. It's all shade to my right-hand side towards the Paul Strank stand. Meadows with a few steps back. It's an in-swinging kick that goes through the sticks. And that puts it up to London 34, Sheffield Eagles 0. And between those two games, between London and Doncaster, Sheffield are 80 points without reply. As Sheffield get the game back underway, Mansfield picks it up and lays it off for Kapanias, who's wrapped up 50 metres away from London's try line. And that ball has come loose, I think. Sheffield not playing the ball quickly enough. London get a penalty 15 metres away. And it's Webster-Mansfield with a kick 10 metres into touch. London will reset 30 metres away from their own try line. Webster-Mansfield wrapped up over the 40. on this near side. Flicked in by Meadows. As London try and push forward with Ben Hersey-Horde up to the halfway line. He's wrapped up by 2, Beckett one of them. Ball shifted inside, Stock finding O'Byrne, finds Voro, moving forward up over the 40. London wrapped up shy of the 30. In the central left channel is Lovell. Meadows pushing forward, finds Voro, shimmies, twists, turns, looks to get a try himself, but he's wrapped up on the 20. As Meadows from the play, the ball flicks it inside, where he was going to, now he does to O'Byrne. It's an intercepted pass, and now Sheffield could drive forward up to the 40 before they're wrapped up. And they'll get a fresh set of 6. Beckett claiming the ball from the interception. As Sheffield try and push forward, wrapped up to shy of the halfway line is Foster. Ball comes out. It's ripped by Marcus Stock. And Sheffield will get a penalty 5 metres inside their own half. There's a kick from Ian Morgan. Ball on the 40. Hodgson flicks it inside. Ellis lays it off. Sheffield trying to push forward, 35 metres away before they're wrapped up. Ball inside, Broncos are all offside. Beckett pushing forward. London give away another penalty. 25 metres away from their own try line. Looking to play this one forward is Butterworth. Looks as though he's going to tap and go. Ball thrown out to the right-hand side. Trying to throw the way through is Griffin. He's wrapped up 15 metres away, right of centre. Sheffield shifted out into the middle, trying to drive forward, trying to jink through. Nice little offload pass. Little pop pass in the middle again. Trying to break the way through is the number 20 for Sheffield. He's wrapped up, that being Peachy, back from injury. Ball flicked out into the central right position. Trying to push forward is Griffin. Can't break his way through the defence. Sheffield are 5 metres away. Into the middle, trying to break the way through. They do break their way through the line, but they're just wrapped up shy of it. And Sheffield are metres away. Ball back thrown to 10. So they try and find a way down this left-hand side. Little pop passes loose, still with Sheffield on this left-hand side. With Walkley, who shifts into the central position, trying to break his way through. This is Sheffield's last 15 metres away. They've lost about 15 metres. So they try and find a hold down this right-hand side. It'll pass out to the right wing. And Sheffield are wrapped up with Ryan Miller on their right-hand side. He's wrapped up by Chibambe, and London get it back 5 metres inside their own half. And it's the first real pressure that Sheffield have applied to London's defensive line so far this second half, and throughout this game as well. As London make their way up to the 20. Trying to push his way through is Webster Mansfield. He's wrapped up 22 metres away from the London try line. So they try and work their way down this central left position up to the 40. Wrapped up again by 3 defenders. Referee calling held. Griffin not getting away quick enough, but London continue. And they burst forward here with Hawkins. He's got 2 with him. And Kapanias collects the ball, and he'll go over for his second try of the afternoon. London break their way through the middle through Dean Hawkins. He had 2 options, one to his right, one to his left. Lays it to his left-hand side to find Apil Kapanias, who unchallenged goes over to get his second try of the afternoon. With the Papua New Guinean in acres of space. And that extends London's lead even further. London 38, Sheffield 0, with the kick to come in front of the posts. Meadows to kick the ball from 12 metres out. Putting the ball down on the tee. London in the huddle in their own half. Sheffield in the huddle just in front of the sticks. I want to know what they're thinking.
In the middle.
Meadows in hush silence. Takes a couple of steps forward and adds the extras. With 9 minutes played in the second half. That makes the score line London 40, Sheffield 0. And Sheffield to get the game back underway with Kai Morgan. He puts the ball back on the tee, takes a couple of steps back, and we're back underway as it's a kick into Broncos' left-hand corner, collected by Voro. And they can try and move up to the 20, up to the 24. They're wrapped up with Marcus Stock. Beckett not letting him get up quick enough, but still breaking away. London up to the 20 before Lovell is wrapped up. So they try and shift over to this near side with Katanias on a hat-trick now. Wrapped up 35 metres away from London's line. Ball shifting to the middle, finds O'Byrne, takes a big hit, swings out of it, offloads the ball to Voro, shifting out to the left-hand side. Morea finds Shabambe, he's in acres of space down the left-hand side, up over the 20, looking to shift it inside, finds Morea who can't get onto the ball. And despite putting it down anyway, it's going to be a knock-on. London very, very unlucky. Looking back on it here, there's Morea putting the ball down just in case it was going to be given. But Sheffield will get a head and feed on their own 10-metre line. And maybe a small sigh of relief from the Eagles coaching staff in particular. Ball into the head and feed, Kai Morgan puts it in. They try and work their way up this near side, wrapped up by 2 in their own 10-metre line, Sheffield. Ball into the middle, so try and work their way back around this near side. Avoiding 1, but wrapped up by 2 more. They've made 5 metres here, Sheffield. They're 25. Moving forward is Matongo. He makes another 10 metres. As they try and shift down this near side again, Sheffield, ball over the top, nearly wrapped up by Tyndall. And it's back to 0, but Tyndall puts the Sheffield winger, Walkley, out of touch. And we're going to go back for the knock-on. And Sheffield are going to get the ball back anyway for the first knock-on from Tyndall. A couple of disgruntled voices from the crowd on that decision. And a bit of treatment here on Walkley as well, I think. Bit of a head injury there to the left winger. Especially on Butterworth, but it looks like he's going to be okay to continue. It's being patched up. Butterworth flicks the ball out from the head and feed. Looking to push forward here is Brown. Makes his way up to the halfway line before he's wrapped up. Butterworth from the play of the ball. Drives forward, looking to shift out to the right into the middle. Looking to find a hole. Wrapped up by Katanias and by O'Byrne. He's let go on the 40. So they try and play their way into the middle, this time with Riley. He looks to push his way through, does Martin Riley, with an offload pass. Sheffield driving down the middle, this time with Morgan. He takes a hit and he's 15 metres out. Play the ball out to the left-hand side. Ellis looking to flick his way out to the left-hand side, looping the ball over the top. Walkley's going to go over in the corner! And Sheffield get their first try of the evening. Sheffield Eagles, in front of a handful of fans who have travelled down from South Yorkshire, get their first try on the scoreboard. As Billy Walkley flies his way into the left-hand corner. Lovely ball up over the top, and Walkley diving up and over with Morea incoming. The Eagles finally have liftoff. And to add the extra 2 to come over on this near side is Kai Morgan, 22 metres away on this left-hand side.
Yeah.
Just keep
Don't need
shouting.
20 end time off. Just not confused. You're okay. I just call time off when it needs to be.
Puts the ball on the tee. Broncos have been defensively solid up until this point, but Sheffield managed to find a gap down this left-hand side. The Broncos are doing the same thing down their own left-hand side only 2 minutes ago. Morgan takes a couple of steps back. Kai Morgan readying himself, takes the kick. It's short to the left-hand side. And the score remains London 40, Sheffield 4. And London will restart for the second time this evening. It's Webster Mansfield to put the ball on the tee. And we're back underway. It's a deep kick down Sheffield's right-hand side. It's collected by Ellis, who looks to shift his way forward, wrapped up 20 metres inside their own half. Griffin up 5, wrapped up by 3 Broncos defenders. So they try and shift their ball into the middle now. It's Beckett that's wrapped up on the 30. Halfway inside the Sheffield half. Ball shifted inside. Looking to push forward is Matongo. Wrapped up 5 metres away from the halfway line. So work the ball into the middle this time. Up over the halfway line. Riley wrapped up 5 metres in the Broncos half. This is the last tackle for Sheffield. Into the middle. And it's a high kick and a deep one. Up to the Broncos 10. Wrapped up by Morea. Kick from Brown was high, but didn't put any pressure under the Papanigian fullback. As London tried to push forward with Webster Mansfield. Up to the 30, wrapped up by 3. Lay the ball, Meadows. Chibambe trying to burst his way forward up to the 40. Wrapped up, ball into the middle again. O'Byrne with a little pop pass, finding Marcus Stock, who pushes his way up to the halfway line. Wrapped up by 3. As London looks to try and push their way forward again. O'Byrne lays it off to Kapanias. This is the last for London, as they're wrapped up on the 30. To this right-hand side, it's a high kick from Hawkins, but not a deep one, makes 10 metres. Wrapped up by Webster Mansfield, shifted inside, but it's not a great pass, and it's intercepted by Butterworth. And he's wrapped up 15 metres away from his own try line on this near side. So try and push their way forward, this time with Walkley, the try scorer for the Eagles. He's wrapped up shy of the 20. Ball shifted inside to try and burst their way through. Wrapped up again. Shy of just over the 20-metre line, so they try and work their way forward with Griffin. He's brought down on the 30. Sheffield making small margins. So they look to push their way forward up through the 40, driving up towards the 50, wrapped up by 2 Broncos defenders. Referee calls held. This is the last tackle. Ball into Morgan. It's a deep kick this time down the Eagles' right-hand side, but it's collected by Chibambe on Broncos' left, deep inside their own half, and he drifts forwards up to the 10-metre line, and before he runs into a bit of a brick wall 15 metres away from the Broncos line. Voro finds Wallace, drifting into the centre right position, brought down on the 20-metre line as we're not too far away from the hour mark. Webster Mansfield runs into a horde of Eagles players, who he's brought down 25 metres away from the Broncos try line. O'Byrne looking to push his way forward, wrapped up on the 40. But to move it inside with Havili. It's an early kick and a deep one, but it's going to bounce all the way through to Brown, who collects it on the 10. And he can move his way forward up to the 25-metre point before he's wrapped up. And Sheffield with more players in Broncos' defensive line than their own attacking line at this point, as they try and work their way forwards. Wrapped up their number 21, Miller. So they try and work their way forward with Gill. He's wrapped up over the 30-metre line. Ball into the middle. finding Riley, shifts across to the left-hand side. Little handoff as they try and break down this left again, as Walkley drives forward up to the 40, looks to twist and turn, beats one defender, can't get past Tyndall. That's up inside the Broncos 30. Hodgson flicks it inside to Ellis, to Riley, lays it off to Beckett. It's wrapped up inside the 20. This is the last for Sheffield. Ellis with a kick that goes up, and it's collected 5 metres away from Broncos try line by a Broncos defender. And Broncos get another set of 6. Being Morea. Tyndall takes a big hit as he tries to work his way forward. Ball out from the middle. Finding Chibambe on 10 metres away from their own try line. Sheffield playing high. Gill dumping Chibambe to the ground. They try and shift down this left-hand side. Driving forward is Marcus Stock. Makes his way up just shy of the 30-metre line. Referee calls release. Lovell moving forward as they try and find a bit of space with Bitten Gain. He can't break his way up to the halfway line. This is the last for London. It's a deep kick from Hawkins, straight down the middle, and it's going to run out of play and out of touch, and it's going to be a restart for Sheffield on the 20-metre line as we enter the last 20 minutes of the half. As Brown moves his way forward, wrapped up 30 metres outside of his own try line. Moving forward now is Riley, 35 metres away, wrapped up by number 19 Ben Hersey Horde. They try and move forward again. Sheffield wrapped up by 3 more, just shy of the halfway line. Here comes Matongo looking to find a gap, and does find a gap, but he's brought down by Meadows. On the play, the ball trying to shift it to the left-hand side. Ellis finds Foster. Foster is wrapped up shy of the 30. Sheffield getting a bit more possession. Beckett shifts it across to Morgan. Griffin looking to push forward. He's wrapped up 28 metres out. This is the last tackle for Sheffield. Looking to push out to the right-hand side. Little grubber kick through in towards the sticks. And London are able to poke the ball out with Morea. Morea goes out for a restart between the posts. Another set of 6 for the Eagles. London under a bit of a defensive spell at the moment.
Really good response on the 10, boys. Well done. Let's stay outside here. Okay, mate.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Don't cock off.
And we are back. It's a short attempt, and that's dropped. And London can push forward with Voro, looking to bound his way forward, having to drift out to left-hand side. Long pass, finding Tyndall. And Tyndall can't get through Hodgson. And he's brought down 30 metres away from his own try line. London get the ball back, looking to push forward. 35 metres forward, wrapped up, Ben Hersey Horde. Havili finds Bitten Gain. He's wrapped up just shy of the halfway line. Havili from the play of the ball, shifts it to the left-hand side to find Regan Campbell-Gillard, who looks to burst his way through, wrapped up just shy of the 40. O'Byrne takes a tumble, but still with the ball, London, with Ben Hersey Horde trying to burst his way through up to the 30, wrapped up. Looking to play the ball to Havili, out to the right-hand side, finds Hawkins, up to the 10, Webster Mansfield, tackled, this is the last, inside the 10. Havili goes to his left-hand side, finding Hawkins, to O'Byrne, shifts it across to Voro, just about keeps hold of the ball, long pass out to Chibambe, looks to go over in the left-hand corner, but he can't keep it in play. And he's dumped out of the play, dumped out of the field of play. It's a good tackle in the end, over on the right-hand side. Ellis. And we'll get back underway. With Sheffield up to the 10. Little dump tackle. They try and move forward up to the right-hand side. In that central position, London not affording the Eagles any space. Moving forward into the middle. Trying to move forward is Gill. Still wrapped up shy of the 20-metre line. Ball moved in forward, trying to find a hole. Here is Riley, can't force his way through, wrapped up by 4. So trying to shift their way into the middle. Beckett finding Matongo, he's wrapped up. This is the last for Sheffield. And out to the central left position. Charged down by Ben Hersey-Horde, who's going to get on the end of it, and Ben Hersey-Horde wins it 10 metres out. Fresh set for London in good position. Ball shifted into the middle. Hawkins, O'Byrne flicks it to Campbell-Gillard, wrapped up 5 metres away, looking to push forward. And Sheffield are in an offside position. I think Matongo got involved when he probably shouldn't have. London opt to tap the penalty and get a fresh set of 6. Bittengane looking to push his way forward, trying to find his way through to the line, wrapped up just shy of it. On the line, Havili shifts to Campbell-Gillard. Can't break his way through. He'll get over the line, but he's held just shy of it. Havili shifts it to the left-hand side to Voro, trying to find his way back inside. Garo Voro tumbles his way through. And Garo Voro gets his first try of the evening, taking a tumble on the way down. But is able to crawl his way and get the ball onto the line. And London extend even further into the lead. London 44, Sheffield 4. Taking a tumble underneath Riley. He jukes his way round Griffin, tries to dive his way through a bit early. I thought there was a touch of double movement from Garo Voro, but the referee seems happy. And Morea has taken over kicking duties from just in front of the sticks. 12 metres out. Papua New Guinean.
Yes.
A few steps forward from him, just inching forward.
If anything, it's just positivity with Riley just in this last 15.
Morea to add the extras.
That's where he's going to switch. Yes.
From 12 metres out, from slap bang in front of the posts, does add the extras. And that's London 46, Sheffield 4. And we're into the last 15 minutes. London already beating their score from 2 weeks ago, putting 40 points on Batley. And Sheffield to get back underway with Morgan. It's a deep kick from him, collected by Hawkins. And London looking to burst their way forward with Bittengane. He's brought down. There's a high tackle on him. Definitely didn't like the high tackle from Riley. And London will get a penalty 20 metres away from their own try line. And they're going to kick it a bit just in touch, just shy of the halfway line. London will restart with Webster Mansfield. Up to the halfway line he goes, wrapped up by 2. Ellis getting involved as well as Webster Mansfield pushes his way up to the 40-metre line. Havili feeds it inside, finding Campbell-Gillard, pushing his way through, up past the 30. He's brought down by 2, one of those being Matongo. Ball shifted inside to O'Byrne, finding Bittengane again, looking to push his way through, wrapped up shy of the 10. Third tackle for London. Havili finding O'Byrne. Hawkins with a quick pass, kicked forward by Hersey-Horde. It bounces around. Sheffield just about get the ball away. It's a loose pass, which is eventually wrapped up by Brown. And he's wrapped up 15 metres away from their own try line. Sheffield looking to push their way forward with Walkley. That's a high tackle on him.
It's contact again, mate, well.
Sheffield will get a penalty, which they'll retake quickly. It's a kick down the right-hand side, which this time does make it out of touch from Kai Morgan. Sheffield move forward up there, up to the halfway line on the right-hand side. Wrapped up is Gill. 45 metres away. Ball shifted inside to Morgan, then to Buckley. The loanee from Castleford, wrapped up shy of the 40-metre line. Brown from the play, the ball shifted inside to Riley. A little short pass finding Matongo. He's wrapped up on the 30. Bowes flicks it out to the left-hand side. Riley pushing forward. Buckley trying to drive past the 20, doing so. Wrapped up by 4 Broncos defenders. He edges towards the 10. Play the ball to Lowe's. Flicks it inside to Morgan. Little grubber kick from him. It comes off of Lovell. And Lovell dives on it. And London get another fresh set in their 10. Wallace beats one defender looking to push his way through up to the 20. He's brought down just shy of it. As we're about to enter the last 10 minutes of the half. As London push forward even more, up to the 30. Brought down there was Wallace. So they look to shift out to the left-hand side, finding Chabambe, looks to try and find a hole. Gill brings him down. Possible attempt of a high tackle on him. Referee says play on. Morea pushing forward up to the halfway line. Jinking and juking his way through. This is the last for London as he's brought down. Finding Hawkins. It's a high kick from him up to the 20. It's dealt well with by Bowes, who's brought down on the 20-metre line by O'Byrne and Bittengate. Going out to the left-hand side, trying to find the way through. This time through Webster Mansfield, can't find a gap. Wrapped up by 3. Sheffield still 20 metres away from their own try line. Bowes flicks it inside. As Sheffield making it up to a 30 before they're wrapped up. Referee saying to play the ball. The player thought there was interference. They'll make their way just shy of the halfway line. Bowes looks to go left, goes to the right again to find Beckett. He's wrapped up shy of the 40. Referee says this is the last tackle. Bowes with the kick. It's a high and a long one. Testing one from Morea, lets it bounce and bounce all the way out for a restart 20 metres away from the Broncos try line as the sun dips behind the stadium. It's a little bit cooler around the stadium and across South London. As London restart, Chabambe tackled shy of the 20. Ball fed inside. O'Byrne looking to bounce his way through. Wrapped up on the 30. Gill told to clear away from the tackle. Havili finds Wallace, bounces off one, tries to charge his way through. 5 metres away from the halfway line. London looking to push forward with Havili. Flicks it out to the left-hand side. London pushing past the 40. Wrapped up again, this time is Will Lovell. And his 202nd appearance for the Broncos. Ball shifted inside from the play the ball. O'Byrne finds Hawkins, finding Morea finds Webster Mansfield. A little tip pass to Tyndall. He can't keep it in play as it slips through his hands. And it bounces out of play for a knock on. And Sheffield will get the scrum on the 20. As we're into the last 8 minutes. It won't be a scrum, it'll be a turnover for Sheffield. To be taken by Riley on the 20. Ball shifted out into the central left channel, finding Gill. He's wrapped up just shy of the 20-metre line on the right-hand side, I should say. Griffin pushing forward in central position, makes 10 metres, push back towards the 20 though. Bittengate in there, Havili as well, and Ben Hersey-Horde pushing back 10 metres. As they try and find a gap through the middle again, Sheffield. This time, their number 17, Harry Bowes, wrapped up. 25 metres away. Matongo driving forward. He's wrapped up now 35 metres away. On their own right-hand side. Shifting out to the left-hand side. Finding Riley. Offload pass from him. Looking to find a hole through the middle. Wrapped up, little offload pass again. Looking to drive forward now. Sheffield ball comes loose from Brown's offloads. Referee says knock on. And it's Kai Morgan deemed to have knocked the ball on. So London are going to get the ball back. And London are going to get a scrum on their own 30-metre line.
I agree with you. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay, ball in. Shot clock off.
Hen feed from Hawkins. London run it forward with Webster Mansfield. Brought down shy of the 40. Play the ball from Havili. Flicks it inside, finding O'Byrne. Has to shimmy his way across the left-hand side. Runs into a brick wall. Can't get the ball away from the offload either. Inside the 40, London. Havili from the play the ball, fix it inside to Bittengane, looking to push his way forward, bounces off one, bounces off two, pushes his way up over the halfway line, brought down 45 metres inside the Sheffield Eagles half. Campbell-Gillard bursting his way forward, dumped down eventually inside the 30. Havili, Bittengane, Voro, quick hands, Morea down the left-hand side, has a twist turn, nearly falls over, regains his composure as it's brought down just shy of the 20. This is London's last. Ball to the right-hand side, finding O'Byrne. Shifts it to Hawkins on the 20. Looking to find Voro. Out to the right-hand side to Tyndall. Looking to burst his way towards the line. The ball comes loose. Referee says no advantage. It'll be a turnover. Sheffield win the ball back, and London trying to run the ball into the corner. Not opting to kick it. Sheffield will get the turnover on their own 10. Ball fed into the middle, trying to burst his way through. There is Billy Walkley. He's wrapped up by Bittengane and Lovell. Into the middle to find Gill now. Wrapped up 15 metres inside their own half, Sheffield. So we enter the last 5 minutes. Looking to push forward up past the 20. Wrapped up by 3. Bittengane involved again. Ball into the middle, finding Riley, looking to make his way up to the 30. Takes Regan Campbell-Gillard to bring him down shy of the 40. So move out to the right-hand side. This time with Gill. Gill's wrapped up 45 metres inside the Broncos half. This is the last for Sheffield. Ball flicked to Morgan. It's a high and a deep kick from him. It's got a lot of air on it. Tyndall decides to control it with his foot before bringing it down as he tries to work his way down the left-hand side. He's thrown to the ground. As London try and play their way into the middle. Webster Mansfield driving his way up to the 20-metre line, wrapped up by 3 defenders. Into the last 3.5 minutes. Webster Mansfield looking a little bit injured there as well. Potentially twisted shin or ankle for him, while London looked to push forward with Morea up to the 40. Walking backwards onto the 40-metre line, being brought down from there. That looks slightly forward, but London still playing forward. Voro looking to try and find a hole up over the halfway line before he's wrapped up 45 metres away. Referee calls held. Havili finds O'Byrne, looks to shift it out to the left again. He's wrapped up and he can't get the ball away. Eventually he does. Havili drops it. Still going backwards. Voro picks it up. Voro shifts out to the right-hand side, finding Morea on the 30. Looks to cut inside. Looks to break his way through. Morea past the 10. Shifts it out to the left-hand side, looking for Regan Campbell-Gillard, and it's behind him. And now Sheffield look to break, and the ball comes loose, and London will win that back. Webster Mansfield on the 10. Flicks it inside to Tyndall. Looks to drive down the right-hand side. Still Liam Tyndall. The ball comes loose, and he's knocked it on. And a little bit of chaos towards the end of this second half. Sees the ball go back to Sheffield Eagles, and they'll get the ball back on their 10. Walkley, I should say, on his haunches. And there'll be a scrum for the Eagles. As we enter the last 2 minutes of the half. It'll be a London head and feed. Morea to Havili, finds Webster Mansfield looking to shift his way through, offloads the ball, finds Tyndall, but only just as he looks to break over this trial on the right hand side, but he's wrapped up by 5 metres away. Webster Mansfield flicks it inside, Hawkins, Bittengame has to drive through, that's a short option for him. Brought down 5 metres out, Havili inside to O'Beirne, dummy from him, can't get through the defence, wrapped up in front of the sticks. Havili looks to drive over himself, it's wrapped up on the line, and he's held. This is tackle 3 for London into the last minute now. O'Beirne shifts out to the left and then jukes back to the right, finds Bittengame, drives forward himself, looking to break through the defence, wrapped up metres away. It's a high tackle on him. London will get another fresh set of 6. Is that Riley again that's gone a high on Bittengame? Into the last 40 seconds. Havili taking his time, Havili. And London not restarting just yet. And London are going to kick for 2. The call given by Regan Campbell-Gillard that London will kick for 2 to see out this game. And it'll be Gairo Voro to attempt to add the extras. There goes the full-time hooter. This will be the last action of the game. Voro from 10 metres out. To the right of centre. Takes a couple of steps back, prepares himself for the kick, for the last slice of action this evening at the Cherry Red Records Stadium. Voro steps up and Voro adds the extras. And that puts the cherry on top of the ribbon of the cake parcel present. A solid performance for the Broncos, who come away as 48 points to 4 winners over the Sheffield Eagles. And it's a scoreline which never looked in doubt when London went over the line within the first 50 seconds of the first half. With 2 tries from Morea and from Epeo Kapinaias as well. With Liam Tyndall getting involved, as was Brendan Webster Mansfield, Gairo Voro getting a try, and Dean Hawkins. But London didn't have it all their own way. Billy Walkley flew his way over the line to give the travelling Sheffield Eagles side a consolation. London in action again in the 1895 Cup next weekend against the Keighley Cougars. That's taking place not here but at the Richmond Stadium, home of Richmond RFU. And then London on the road for 2 games in a row, playing Doncaster next in the Championship. That will be first against second, and then London again on the road on the 2nd of May against Gaul Vikings, and London will be back here on the 10th of May when they host the Midlands Hurricanes. Sheffield, on the other hand, another loss. That's 3 from their last 4 games in the Championship. Only managing to go 1 better this time around by putting 4 points on the board instead of 0, which is what happened against Doncaster on Good Friday. They're in the 1895 Cup as well, taking on Rochdale on the 18th of April. Then they're back at home against Salford. But I'm going to run you through the highlights and the tries And we'll get a final word from the Broncos head coach, Jason Demetriou, before seeing you into the evening here at the Cherry Reds Record Stadium, where it did finish London 48, Sheffield 4. And here are those highlights and tries from throughout the 80 minutes here in South London. Here, pitchside with Jason Dimitri, the head coach of the London Broncos. A convincing win in the end, but what was your take on the performance this evening?
Yeah, I thought first half really good. Thought we were quite clinical. You know, scored some points, but put them under a lot of pressure, especially with the amount of D they had to do. But yeah, really clunky second half. Thought we got pretty bit loose at times, but look, overall, you know, we're getting new bodies back. The team's going to start gelling again, so overall, pretty happy.
Was that clunkiness down to the fact that the team were so far ahead on the scoreboard?
Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it, when your scoreboard's blowing away like it is, to stay focused and getting through your sets. But I think Dino picked up a cork, which didn't help. We lost Luke Smith to a head knock as well, so there's a bit of changing around going on, like I said, and some boys that have just come back from injury. So there's a couple of little things in there, but you know, it's good start from after the break.
Change of attention next weekend is Keighley Cougars in the 1895 Cup. What's your focus on the Cup? Are you thinking of going all the way to the final and potentially winning it this season?
We want to win everything we're in. You know, there's no more of this just being happy to compete. We want to win. So that's another competition that we're entered in. So we'll treat it as such and we'll go after it. You know, it's we haven't won it before, so why not go after it again?
Amazing stuff. Thank you. Go and get warm.
Yeah, cheers. These guys freezing.
That's all from the Cherry Reds Records Stadium, where at round 10 of the competition, the Broncos are unbeaten at the top of the table. London take a little bit of a break as they take on the Keighley Cougars next week in the 1895 Cup. We'll be back here in May to take on the Midlands Hurricanes on the 11th of May. Until then, we'll see you then. Have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy your evening. And we'll see you very soon from here at the Cherry Reds Records Stadium, where it finished London Broncos 46, Sheffield Eagles 4.